It was not mentioned on the official changelog, but Minecraft players on iOS and Android can now fully customize their touch controls. And I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. For this to work, you need to be on the version 1.20.40. Tap on settings. Tap on touch controls. This is nothing to do with change controller mode. So back out. There is a new toggle below it, which is this one, which is customize controls. It's in experimental. Now it currently says load a world to customize controls. You have to be in a game for this to work. Once again, going to your options, tap on settings, go to your touch controls, and you can reset the controls inside of here, which is a simple reset. Now, remember, these are still a work in progress, so you will come across a couple of bugs. Now, one thing I do want to say here is that you can edit any 3 of these. I know for the longest time possible, a lot of people still like this style right here. So this is the generic old school Minecraft Pocket Edition design. If we go back into settings, we go to touch and we customize these. For the first time in literally ever, you can individually change the sizes of buttons. Like if you want to have this really, really big and then this one really, really small, I mean, you can do that. And I imagine a lot of people will be changing these. Now, there is bounding boxes, okay? So if you make it too big, listen to this. It makes this sound. Basically, you can't make it bigger than that, okay? And if you're done, you click on done. And then if you go back to the game, you guys can see this is what we have. Again, the old school Pocket Edition controls. Now, for me, personally, I think these are way too bright. They're obscuring my view on the right and obscuring my view on the left. So at this point, go back into your settings, touch, go back inside of here. We're going to tap on this size. Sorry, not size. We're going to tap on this and go opacity. And we're just going to make this a little bit fainter. Now, for me, that's a little bit too faint. So I think the perfect one for me is around about 30%. The same for this. We can change the opacity and then just tap on the screen, click done, back out. And now I can see the sheep through the button on the right. I can also see them there. Again, this is absolutely brilliant. Now, one more thing I've also noticed is I'm playing on a very big iPad. So if I was to go back into here, I was going to touch, customize controls. I want this up here. It just seems a little bit more practical for me because my hands are really big and the screen is really, really big. So then I can just like tap these and jump and stuff like that. Last year, Mojang introduced a couple of different options. We are going to customize these options. Now, there is a couple of issues with these. So, for example, if I was to tap reset to default, and then click done, it doesn't give me the option to like save it properly. So again, there is a couple of issues and you will experience that. So let's go to continue editing. I'm going to put this over here. Again, we're going to try and move some of these buttons a little bit. Let me just have a little bit of a mess around with these. So I do want to show you this one. There is an apply to all. Specifically for the opacity, it's really helpful. Again, I like to have them a little bit fainter and I can click done. Now, one other thing you can do is you can change the size and you can alter the size for all of these as well. And then you click done. And then when I go back, you can see this is what my buttons are like. The best way to mess around with this is in survival because you can make tweaks to how you like to play Minecraft. And for those wondering, it does work on servers as well.